We begin in standing attention, grounding both feet and finding balance. From here, we move into chair pose, bending the knees and reaching the arms overhead. You can also do the alternative thunderbolt pose, where you don't sit as deeply. Next is a forward fold, releasing the spine and letting the head and arms hang down. An alternative for this is to keep your back straight instead of folding completely. Then we step back into the push up position, engaging the core for stability. Lower down and lift into upward facing dog, opening the chest and drawing the shoulders back. From there, press back into downward facing dog, lengthen the spine and feeling the stretch into the hamstring. Finally, step one foot forward into warrior pose, rooting firmly into the ground while extending strength through the arms.
Palms facing forward, energy shooting down through the fingertips. On your next inhalation, I want you to feel a lift and a lengthening up through the crown of the head, finding space in the spine. And keeping this length as we exhale, can we soften the shoulders, soften the belly, soften through the face. Take a deep breath into the belly now through the nose, expanding through the rib cage. And as you exhale, I want you to sigh out the mouth. And let's take one more round of breath in through the nose. And this time as we sigh out to let it go, I just want you to forget anything you have left to do for the day. Forget anything that you've already done. Just become really nice and present here in your body in this moment. On your next inhalation, standing tall, lift arms up overhead. Exhale, just taking a little side bend over to the right, opening, beautiful stretch into the side of the body. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling over towards the left. Inhaling back nice and tall this time as we exhale, finding some rotation, opening the chest and shoulders to the right hand side. Maybe gazing towards those back fingertips. And then inhaling, sweeping arms back high as we exhale, opening out towards the left. Inhale, our arms rise up and overhead, gazing towards your fingertips. As we exhale, hinging from the hips, folding forward and releasing into Uttanasana, our forward fold. So you can keep your knees nice and bent here, particularly if you're like me and feel really tight in the backs of the hamstrings and the legs in the mornings. You might want to even kind of pedal out through the legs. We can take hold of opposite elbow. We're just going to take our time on this first round to really warm up and open the body. And settling wherever you feel comfortable here. Take the hands down to the mat. Inhale, slide the fingertips up the shins, find half lift. So flatten through the back, long through the back of the neck. Belly is engaged, shoulders drawing back and down towards the waist. Stay for a deep breath in. And as we exhale, hands come down. We're going to step back to high plank position and meet here all together, pausing. Spread the fingertips, middle finger pointing forward. Lift through the thighs, engage through the belly, and find a little puff through the back of the heart and shoulder blades. So we're not collapsing through the chest, we're pressing actively away from the mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose, take the knees down, and as we lower, chin reaches forward all the way to the mat, chaturanga. Beautiful. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. As we inhale, elbows draw back, baby cobra. Pause here for a moment. So it's less of a push away with our hands and more of an engagement through the posterior line of the back. So really drawing those shoulder blades together. Can we lift the palms off the mat? Exhale to release. Let's just go once more like that. Inhale, elbows draw back, heart draws forward. And as you exhale, press away from the ground, lift, and find your first downward facing dog. Beautiful. So again, we might want to pedal out through the heels a little bit here, spreading through those fingertips, and then settling for 2 deep breaths in your downward facing dog. So our palms are pressing down and forwards into the mat, shooting the hips backwards, tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling. As we inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to step 1 foot at a time towards the top of the mat. Forward fold. Release the shoulders, release the neck. Inhale, half lift, fingertips to shins, flat back. Exhale, release, bend the knees. Brush the fingertips, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands return back through heart center and down by the sides. And repeating here, now starting to move with our breath. Inhale, arms rise overhead, gazing towards the fingertips. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, half lift, palms to shins. Exhale, hands come down, step back, high plank position, and then lower chaturanga, so knees can be down or lifted as we come down to the mat. Inhale, let's all come to baby cobra, heart drawing through, elbows drawing back. And as we exhale, lift back, pressing into our first downward facing dog, and pausing here. 2 deep breaths. Now to find a better position with your hips in this position, we can bend the knees slightly, turn the tail up, and then from here start to press the heels down towards the mat. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step to the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center, releasing by the sides. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale to baby cobra or upward facing dog, lifting the knees, broadening the heart, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, draw the belly in, pressing back, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, rising onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, option to step or bend the knees and hop to the top of the mat, releasing forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands by the sides. Last one like this. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Ears in line with the biceps here, so not looking too far back or forward, long through the back of the neck. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of your mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, bend the knees, rising all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come down by the sides. So moving into our Surya Namaskar B now, our Sun Salutation B. This time as we inhale, arms rise, but sitting back into Uttanasana, chair pose. Pausing here. Reaching through the fingertips, get long through the sides of the waist. Can we sit down a little further? Take one more deep breath in. And as we exhale, folding forward. Just a little tip here in Uttanasana, making sure we're not pressing back into the heels. See if we can stay over the center of the foot. And inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come down, step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time as we inhale, we're going to step the right foot forward, turn the back heel down. Before we come up, I really want you to focus on grounding into this back foot. It's going to stay anchored down here the whole time. And then when you're ready, arms rise up, shoulders facing forward, warrior one position, Virabhadrasana 1. Can we find a little more depth in that lunge, really opening through the hips? Taking one more deep breath in. Come onto the back toes as we release the hands, step back, lower chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping left foot forward, inhale, turn the back heel down, and then rising up your warrior one position. So going through your checks again, really grounding into the outer edge of this back foot, and then pressing the left shin forward. Taking one more deep breath in, rising up through the fingertips. And then exhale, hands come down, step back and lower chaturanga. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rising onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to half lift, palms to shins. Exhale to release. Coming up through chair pose as we inhale, arms rise, hips send back. And exhale, coming up to standing, arms by the side. And repeat. Inhale, sending the hips back, reaching the arms long. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale to half lift. Fingertips can stay on the mat if you can feel still that you can find that nice flat back. Exhale, hands come down, step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping right foot through, back heel down, arms rise up. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down onto back toes, lower chaturanga. Inhale to lift. Exhale to press back. Inhale, stepping left foot through, back heel down, warrior 1. Deep plunge forward. Inhale, spark energy through the fingertips. Exhale to lower, step back, chaturanga. Inhale to lift the heart, open the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to release. Inhale, rising up through chair, arms reaching long, hips sitting back. Exhale, hands by the side, standing tall. Moving with our breath. Inhale, arms rise, sitting the hips back. Exhale, release. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back, lower. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior 1. Shoulders facing forward. One more deep breath in. Exhale to lower all the way down. Moving through your vinyasa, moving through your flow. Inhale, left foot forward. Arms rise overhead. Connection into the back foot for one more deep breath in. Exhale, lower everything. Inhale, heart lifts. Can you hear those quick bursts? Exhale, hips back. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, coming up to your chair pose, reaching fingertips long. Exhale, hands by the sides. Last one together. Inhale, arms rise, sit back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back lower. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, downward dog. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. Stepping right foot through, warrior 1. Arms overhead, lunging forward. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, step it back and lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, stepping left foot forward, warrior 1, arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands down, step it back and lower. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, sending the hips back. 3 deep breaths here. And just like I naturally did, you might want to take a deep breath in through the nose and just exhale, sigh and release through the mouth. And one more deep breath in here and out. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump top of the mat before we fall. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, release. Brush the fingertips rising out through chair pose, pausing here. And exhale. Bring the hands to the heart. Closing down the eyes. Just taking a moment to notice how you're feeling, how your body is feeling. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for your day today. And thank you for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful week. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.